Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing this beautiful model. Her name is Abby, and I'm doing a softer look today, something like you can do for weddings or just an everyday look. So if you'd like to see how I did this, just continue to watch and don't forget to subscribe. So starting off, I'm just going to go ahead and line her eyebrows, and I'm using just a regular medium brown eyebrow pencil. And then you just want to line underneath of the brow first. Try to keep a light hand. Then you're going to take a spoolie and just take the liner and just brush it into the brows. Now just going in a little bit at a time, it'll create a nice natural look. So then I'm going to take my concealer, and you want to make sure it's thick enough so that way you can move it around the brow easier. And I'm just going to go underneath of the brow and at the top just to clean the brow up and sculpt it out. Next, I'm going to take some eyeshadow, and I'm using my neutral warm palette. I'm going in between the neutral warm palette and this other palette. I think it's called Icon Pro or something like that. But anyway, I'm using a medium brown as my transition shade. So that's the shade that I'm putting on the outer corner of the brow first. And then I'm just lightly buffing it in, just slightly. And then I'm going in with a lighter shade, and this shade is kind of like a manila color. It's very light, so what I'm doing is I'm pressing it into the lid. Then I'm going in with the opposite brush that I used just to blend both shades in together. Then jumping onto foundation, I'm actually using NARS, and this is actually her shade, so it matches her very well. And I'm actually using a flat brush to paste it onto her face, and because this kind of makes it blend in a little better. I did prime her face. I didn't put that in there, but I did prime her face first with like an original primer. I always use original primer by Bare Minerals just because it kind of fits everybody's skin type. And she's only oily right in her T-zone, so it works well. And it gives the face a more smoother look when you put foundation on. Then I'm going to go ahead and take a lighter concealer. I think it's called Medium Light. And of course, concealer is just used to brighten up underneath the eyes or cancel out any blemishes on the face. So that's what we're doing underneath of her eyes. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some Pro setting powder. And oh, at this part, I fell. So she was cracking up. She always laughs at me. Anyway. But I'm taking setting powder, and I'm just going to let that sit right underneath of her eye for a little bit. And then I'm just going to take regular foundation powder, and I'm just going to go start pressing that all over her entire face while that setting powder was sitting. And then you want to take a stipple brush and go ahead and just buff that setting powder out. And then I'm going to go ahead and warm up her face using some bronzer. And of course, this bronzer is by Bare Minerals. I use it all the time. And it's called the Deep End, which is one of the deeper ones. But I'm using a very light hand. I think that one kind of matched her skin tone, like her undertone, better than the lighter one. So that's the one that I decided to use. And then we're just making her cheeks pop with some blush. And then I'm just detailing everything, and I'm going to go ahead and start carving out the nose just slightly. She has a really nice contour, natural contour around her nose, so I'm not doing too much. I'm just trying to enhance everything just a little bit. So I'm taking a really light hand, and I'm just going to slightly carve around the nose a little bit. And then we're going to start adding highlight as well. And I'm just starting, I'm gonna put it on the tip of her nose and the bridge, and that'll just bring the shape of her nose together. And like I said, I didn't want to overdo it with the contour on her nose because her nose is already, the structure is already very enhanced, so she doesn't need much. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara. Well, she also has individual lashes on already, so I didn't really want to add falsies over top of that, you know what I mean? So I just went ahead and added a little mascara. Now we're going to go ahead and line the lips and then put like this nude color on her lips. And like I said, I normally let the lipstick matte down a little bit before I add the gloss. And once you finish the lips, it's all done. So that is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
It's getting serious on this track.